There's so much that I have to do today. But I don't feel the best, but there's still so much for me to. Achoo!
Excuse me, Mom. Here you go.
Yeah, sure. Here you are.
Thank you.
And now I have to go get snacks for the students. I don't have time to do anything else. No, I just don't have time. Let me go get snacks for the students and get ready to start this day. There is so much that we can say about that scenario that just happened. But let's talk about something that we saw that definitely went wrong. I just want you to take a couple of seconds, well, more than a couple of seconds, maybe about 30 seconds to a minute, just to talk amongst yourselves and to brainstorm about what you think went wrong in the scenario that you just watched. Okay? Let's do it. Now that we've had time to discuss some things, I'm sure one of the primary things that you saw happen was that I sneezed, and then I just went on to open a child's beverage without doing what? You got it, washing my hands. Do you realize that one of the main causes of absenteeism in schools that makes us lose valuable instructional time is germ spread? Yes, because that leads to other communicable diseases such as colds, flu, and other viruses. And that can lead to instructional time lost in the classroom, sometimes even excessive absenteeism. So one of the things that we need to do to avoid such causes is, you got it right, is wash our hands. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the valuable skill of hand washing. That's one of our essential daily skills. Because again, it'll stop the spread of germs, communicable diseases that we spread by just touching things, touching each other, after we may sneeze or cough and have those little particles on our hands, and sometimes just from being in the air. But simply washing our hands can save us from so much instructional time lost by those viruses caused by those pesky germs that comes when we fail to wash our hands. So let's get to it. Let's learn more about hand washing. So now it's down to the fun part. It's time for us to actually demonstrate the skill of hand washing. So before we start, there are some essential things that we need to make this process happen. And some of those things include, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. We definitely need water to wash our hands and to be at the sink. Bet you didn't know that one. Nah, I'm just joking. But we also need our hand soap. We'll also be needing our paper towels to dry our hands after the process is done. So now, come on with me. Let's get to it. Let's do it. So first of all, the first thing I'm gonna do is turn on my water. Let's turn on the water and let the water run. Nice camp, I like it. Next, we'll wet our hands. I think we're on our way to getting rid of the germs, guys. What do you think? Next, we need some soap. And this is the part that we need that's the most important. We need to lather up the soap on our hands. Now, as you do this, you want to make sure you wash the back of your hands. You want to wash the palms of your hands. And you also want to get in between those creases of the fingers. You know, those places where germs like to hide. And it's all right to really get in there and scrub a dub and get them nice and clean. And we want to make sure we're doing this process for at least 20 seconds. Next, we want to rinse off the soap. Now, I want to get my paper towels and dry my hands. Notice I'm still letting the water run. We'll talk about that in just a second. Just let me get my hands dry. So the final part of this process is turning off the faucet. So as you can see, I still have my paper towel and the water is still running. The purpose for that is this. I'm going to take my paper towel and use it to turn off the faucet. Because I want you to remember that when this process started, I turned on the faucet with my hands that still had germs on them. So we definitely don't want to go back to the same faucet after we've gotten rid of the germs and touch it again and get germs back. So that's a very important part of the hand washing skill, is to make sure that you turn off your water with your paper towel to prevent the spread of germs coming back to you again. So every year we'll come back and we'll visit this lesson and we'll demonstrate the skill of hand washing again together. Bye. Happy healthy learning and clean hands. Have a great day.